Since the release of Season 5, Volume 1, by far the most common question I've been asked is how the relationship between Mike and Will is supposed to develop in a satisfying way with just 4 episodes left. Particularly with the manner of Mike, a lot of his feelings have been there since the beginning, but it's not there for the vast majority of the general audience who might miss those hints. Today I wanted to expand on one of my previous theories that I made after Season 4 about Mike getting Vecna'd, and how that's updated and changed since watching a bit of Season 5. If you haven't seen this video yet, I recommend stopping this video and going to watch it and then coming back to this one just to have more context. But let's begin. The Wheeler family has been significantly targeted in Season 5. We knew this would happen based off of Nancy's visions in Season 4. And so far, Karen, Ted, and Holly had something significantly done to them in the season. 2 of them were attacked, and 1 of them was taken into Vecna's mind world. And that leaves us with Nancy and Mike. And why I think Mike is significant is for the reasons I said in my previous video. He is the perfect one to get to both Elle and Will. And thanks to Season 5, I have more evidence to prove that Mike Wheeler was getting stalked by Vecna, because he uses this line here.
Like those grapes, Holly?
I thought blackberries might cheer you up a little. They're your favorite, aren't they?
How did you know that they're my favorite?
The scene ends with this shot, which is reminiscent to the one we just saw in Season 2, kind of confirming that from the beginning, he was stalking the Wheeler household, and almost entirely Mike. I finally got to see Stranger Things: The First Shadow, and it kind of changed my perspective on things because both Karen and Ted are present in this, and they both are in the play that ends up being shown in Season 5. And this little flyer just basically reads like a rap sheet. First of all, we have the Byers, Wheelers, Munsons, and the newbies. And to top it off, it's also taking place on November 6th, which is the same day that Will went missing. It's almost as if this has been his plan the whole time. But why specifically? Of course, this would have been a traumatic time for Henry because this is around the same time he took in the Mind Flayer and one of the last interactions he had with the real world before going full-on lab kid. We know from this that Henry and the Mind Flayer are 2 different things now, and seemingly the Mind Flayer has all control over him. The Mind Flayer twists and warps the mind. It makes you think that everybody hates you and is out to get you. So obviously this day would be highlighted, and a long, cruel process of weeding every single one of them out has been taking place. So in theory, if Karen and Ted are the ones that Henry / the Mind Flayer want, why would they be going after Mike instead? Well, they kind of already told us why.
Why I chose them to reshape the world is because they are weak in body and mind, easily broken, easily reshaped, controlled, the perfect vessels.
And just like I said in my original video, Mike Wheeler was always a threat of the first vessel, Will. It is because of love that they were able to get through to Will. So love is the power that can break the Mind Flayer. The love found between the ones he loves the most is what is empowering Will, his family, and Mike. Reciprocal love is integral to winning this fight. Meaning, Mike and Will have been set up since the beginning. And it's supposed to be a plot twist because Mike has been with Elle pretty much since the end of Season 1, and a lot of people didn't expect it. In storytelling, Mike and Will are childhood best friends to lovers. They are also a slow burn romance. You're probably watching this and still wondering, well, how are they going to set it up in 4 episodes? That doesn't make any sense. It's actually more simple than you might think. All it would require is a scene to recontextualize the past. And that can be done via one of my theories, outing Mike Wheeler. Metaphorically speaking, though. Mike Wheeler in closets. Mike Wheeler in closets. Something that has been a reoccurring theme since Season 1 with him.
Please, you have to get in.
Literally destroyed by his father figure, whom many speculate to be homophobic.
Our son with a girl?
You see, Michael? See what happens?
What happens when what? I'm the only one acting normal here. I'm the only one that cares about Will.
And of course, we can't forget this little picket sign in the Wheelers' front lawn. Reagan, aka one of the most homophobic presidents we've ever had, for these reasons. Was it a coincidence that this little clip played right before the going crazy together scene between Mike and Will? I don't think so.
Hey, well, if we're both going crazy, then we'll go crazy together, right?
Yeah. Crazy together.
1 time it's nothing, 2 times it's a coincidence, and 3 times it's a pattern. Mike Wheeler's home life is the breeding ground of internalized homophobia in queer youth. So what is the significance of this TED scene during the attack on the Wheeler's house? It's showing that Mike's closet has been destroyed. By showing throwing the homophobic parent through the closet, it symbolically represents Mike shedding all the reasons he had that internalized phobia and fear in the first place. But it also hints at it happening supernaturally with this little clip. The Demogorgon looking through the closet and screaming at the camera is just a hint to me that they are probably going to go the metaphorical outing route. And what I mean by metaphorically is that he's not going to be outed to other characters, but he's going to be outed to the viewers, the people watching the show who don't know he's gay. Or bisexual/pan. I've been flip-flopping on that one lately. To go along with my previous theory, I think he's going to be tormented by Vecna. And we are going to see lots and lots of flashbacks to these moments in the show that are going to be recontextualized to show that his feelings for Will have been there since the beginning. And if the viewers so choose, they can go back and rewatch the show with a fresh pair of eyes. And that is how they are going to solve this "there's only 4 episodes" thing. Because it wasn't only 4 episodes. It was an entire 5 seasons of setup. You just have to see it.
Cool. Cool.
Thank you for watching. Once again, if you would like to hear more about my theory about Mike getting quote-unquote Vecna'd, or in this case, outed by Vecna, you can watch my previous video. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.
Come and find me. I find you, and it is your funeral.